Maybe 10.
So,
All right, we are
We
live
both-
and ready to go. Everybody say hi.
hi.
Hey,
Hey.
Awesome.
Awkward wave at the camera.
I need to check the sound. Click. See if this one's going to work today. So today it is our newest player's birthday, Mr. Joker. Joker's chosen to be exact. So let me jump on. Here we go. If you want to check out his stream, give him a like, subscribe, subscription, all that happiness. Here is his deets.
Thank you for the shout-outs, John. You didn't have to, though.
Looks like you were playing Shadow of the Tomb Raider last.
Yes, I was. One of the best games ever to be made. I know. It sounds corny, don't ask.
Is it still Lara Croft?
Yeah, it's Lara Croft, but it's the young Lara. It's not. So Lara Croft in the Shadow of the Tomb Raider is not the Lara Croft, the same Lara Croft that plays in the other Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. They're two separate people. This Lara Croft, however, the age of when she's in the game must be like 19, between 19 to 22, and then that's in Shadow of the Tomb Raider. In the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, this other one they made, she's like in her late 20s, early 30s. So there are two different people playing two different things. But yeah, it's really good so far. But anyways,
What year did the game come out?
the game came out in like 2020 or 2021. It was released on Epic Games a couple months ago for free. So those of you who they released all three Tomb Raiders for free at the same time.
Nice.
So yeah, I was able to get a good amount of gameplay for bang for your buck basically. So
are you playing it on what platform are you using? Is it your computer?
I'm using PC. Yes, it's on Epic
Okay.
Games Launcher. Did you take your meds?
All right, so
Done.
I have looks like none of my sounds are wanting to work, but we do have our cameras going, so we're halfway there. We'll just have to go back to using Foley work. Get out my aluminum foil and my sheets of metal to make thunder.
I don't even have the Sirenscape thing. Where is it actually at the link? It's not notes. I don't actually see it in
That's
notes.
because it was dying, so I switched it and I can't get it to work. So right now it doesn't exist. It's in the general chat pinned messages, but like I said, it's not working right now. So going there is not going to do you any good. Scale UI 110. All right, so oops, 1010. So last week, let's go ahead and jump right in. Last week we were starting a different adventure. You guys had come back from Broken Stone and got to your house and found there was somebody waiting for you. So your butler went and got them, brought them back, and you met John Hancock. And he said he's from the Adventurers Guild. He showed you his little logo, and said that he's been tasked to find out what's going on with this cloud giant fortress that's moving. You guys decided not to do any kind of research or anything. You did buy some carpets and a broom, and that is where we left off. You guys were getting ready to jump on those and take off into the night, into the morning. It is early morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. You guys go to the inn and you see John is there finishing up his breakfast. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do before you leave town? Shopping. So we sort of hand wave shopping last week. You guys picked up some stuff. Is there any last minute things you wanted to add? Say that you did the day before, or anything else you want to do before we leave?
Good question.
Oh, I need to check my
Real-
inventory.
Real quick, I would like to have this red swirling potion that I bought from Rat and Catcher to be identified. It's just red swirling potion. Don't know what
Okay.
it does.
I think Gimbal has identified, don't you?
I have the ability to. I'm a conservative, so once a day I can identify anything without using a spell slot.
Okay.
Don't usually-
So I can certainly do that right now if you need to.
So we'll say you did it yesterday, the day before, so you don't have to use up the ability. Let me open
Cool.
it up.
All right, it's
Inventory.
near the bottom of my inventory in my pouches.
How much? I'll just type that.
There you go.
And blink.
I think I still need Tinker's tools. I'm not seeing any. Hmm.
You said you bought some. Were you unable to get those from the? Let's see.
Oh, no, I found it. I found it. Never
do
mind,
have
I
it. Okay,
have
good.
it.
Cool.
That's fun.
Are Tusk, are you taking your table with you?
Uh,
Your portable workbench?
my smithing table.
Yeah.
Sorry, give me it. Mm,
Spam, I sent you a DM.
All right.
So did I.
I'm not gonna take my portable workbench with me this time, and because I don't think we're taking our mounts with us
Correct. You're not.
because we're flying. So no, I'll
Alright.
leave the portable workbench at home. Though it does reminds me, I have a random shield that I would like to sell, so I'm gonna throw that
So-
into the party sheet.
Everybody roll. Actually, I will do the rolling here. There we go. All right. So Tusk. All right, so Tusk, Nick, if you would go ahead and if I can find it, here it is. Unlock. Grab Bronze Home from the character selection.
From character selection. Yes.
So that is your house. So you can go ahead and drop. Since you have both characters, you should be able to just switch inventory to inventory. But if anybody else wants to leave anything at the house, put it in the party sheet. Genesis,
Oh, I got you.
Mantha did that last week with a lot of stuff. But if anything else you
I
don't
see
want
that.
to have on you, want to clear up your inventory a little bit, throw it in a party sheet. Tell Nick, and he'll throw it into Bronze Home. She said, I didn't actually look to see if she did it. Let's see. I gave her a couple ideas of how to. Yes, so you'll see she set up her own name, Genesis Tusk. She set up Tusk, or you set up Tusk's name, somebody. And then you can just put the location as that person.
Mhm.
So,
I can see
and
that.
then if you don't care if it's for the party, say you have food or you have furniture or something, a mirror that you don't care who it, you're not. It's for whoever wants it. You can keep it there, just on as just general Bronze Home. All right, so that's that. There we go. So let me answer these questions I have whispered to me as a DM. So it looks like Mantha is in chat. So either she might be on her way in to logging on anytime now, or maybe she's driving and stuff and can only do
Be safe, Mantha.
we'll see.
Driving is dangerous. Been in 4 accidents in like a 2-year time span. Driving is dangerous. Be careful.
All right, so excellent. So to answer the first question is, as a member of the Adventurers Guild, the potions of greater healing are going to cost you $225, Gimbal.
Thank you. I'll figure that out. What can I sell my regular potions of healing for? Normally are 50, max, or they just says 50 on the thing, but I don't know what the sell price
I'm
is.
pretty sure other members of the party will take them if you don't want them.
I don't, because I'm gonna try and fill myself up with greater ones now that I have some money.
Does anybody
Right.
else want the regular potions of healing?
I can
I'll
take
take
them.
them.
I was gonna say I can take some as well to hold on to if he wants me to.
Because
I have room.
you're only going to get
But-
like 20 gold for them.
Can you change, that's fine. Can you change the number of potions of healing in the party sheet to 17 so I don't have to drag it over 17 times?
Yeah, if you hold shift and drag something over, it'll drag them all. But yes, I can do
Never
that.
mind.
I can do that.
Never
too.
mind. Done. That's done. Thank
There
you. I did not know that.
Yeah, and vice versa. So if you're dragging something from the party sheet, you can just hold shift and it'll.
You
drag
guys
it
can
all.
divvy those out. They were for everybody else anyway. So I will pick up 225.
So that diamond.
I will pick up.
Oh, so what happened was Gimbal, she gave Mantho spent some time later going over some stuff. So the scroll of Featherfall is for you.
250. Hang on just a second. Sorry, I'm calculating something right now. And my brain is broken.
So she wanted to buy a carpet of proof against detection and location for the house. It's 5,000 gold. So if you all pitch in, it'll only be 1,000 gold each. Or if John, being brand new, doesn't live there yet If he didn't want to participate, it'll be 1,250 each. Do you?
I'm confused. I have no clue what you guys are talking about. Can you explain?
So we've been scryed on a few times in our house.
Okay.
We're aware of it. We don't know the source of it yet. So what I've been trying to figure out is a way as a wizard to protect us from scrying when we're here at the house. And so we were posing last week some options. He's giving us a $5,000 option to have somebody protect the house.
I was just curious. Do I know what scrying is? Being a thief, do I know? Like, do I have?
If you don't, I can certainly, as a wizard, explain it to you that people can listen in on our conversations
And see
Yeah,
you.
from a
because
distance
They can see you as well.
and see us.
Now it has happened.
It's really disturbing in your own house because
It's
I
happened
walk from the
several
shower to
times.
my room naked all the time.
There have been the
As kids
players
we want to be
caught.
trusted with.
The players have caught. So what happens is when somebody tries to scry on you, you make a saving throw. If you pass the saving throw, you know it's there, and you can choose whether or not to allow it. And so that has happened 5 times. Two
do you guys
different
have
members
a
of the
lead of
party
who it is?
at all different places. No, there's no idea of what it is. Just a sense.
Right, we don't know.
If you have
We have a
seen
guess as to
visibility,
who, but
you can see a magical sensor that looks like a little globe that and you can see where it is, but you still can't tell who it is. So that's happened many times, 5 times, 2 of which have been in the house. But what this rug will do, the carpet, is if anybody standing on it or within 5 feet, which will easily fit 5 people, would be protected from that. So it doesn't protect the entire house, but if you guys want to talk about specific things, you can go stand on it or sit around it.
I mean,
talk
the
about it.
the question ultimately falls down to, will I be able to live there? Because Kithri obviously doesn't trust me at first, and it's ultimately falls down to you guys. As John would say, it ultimately falls down to you guys deciding that I'm a fit for your party, and you would allow me to stay in your house. If not, I would have to find other living arrangements. So.
Right, and we can also just put it save it for later, and then if you decide to move in, then part of that you're moving in would be pay 1,000 to help pay for the rug. So anyway, the question is, Genesis wants this thing, and
Tuss does not mind
she
helping split the cost.
wants to know if you guys want to split the cost with her. So she has already spent 1,250 gold toward this. And just a matter
I'm fine with helping pay for it if I get to live there, but if I don't get to live there, then there's
Sure.
no point in me helping pay for it,
Right.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm thinking after this mission, we can arrange for you to move in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was more of the we just met you.
Yep.
And then you we'll put you up in the inn, but we legit just met you. But then we're going to travel together and we'll get to know you. So then we should be fine letting you move in.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, should we? Then it falls to the question of John saying, should we do that now or wait till we get back? Because we're currently not going to be inside the house, so there's no point for us to even worry about purchasing said carpet. Maybe put a down payment on it, like maybe take Genesis 1,250 and put a deposit, how we say, and make sure it's saved for us. And then when we get back, we can make the decision as a group to, or you guys can make the decision as a group to per se buy or, get your money back, if that makes sense.
Yep. Yeah. I get what you're trying to go for.
So,
Right,
I mean,
Tusk, you said yes, you're going to pay the 1,250.
Yes,
Kithri,
and I'm just going to mark that now.
Kithri, what about you? Do you want to wait, or do you want to do
Kithri
the
will pay
1,250?
it too.
All right.
I mean,
and
if
what
we're all
about you,
going to
Gimbal?
put,
I'm sorry, say that again.
Did you want to pay the $12.50 to pay for the rug? And then if you get John, you can just get money back from him later. $1,250.
I mean, I have enough money if I transfer platinum to platinum pieces to gold pieces. I'll have more than enough to pay for the carpet. So that's what I was asking. That's what I was saying. So
I think of it as we're considering buying this, and then you were joining, so it doesn't feel fair for us to make you pay an exorbitant amount for something that you have, without us getting to know you more. If that makes sense. So we can talk about it later if you want to help contribute. But for now,
I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. Are we talking about the purchase of the carpets?
Yes, there was a single carpet being purchased. Genesis is buying it. It's just a matter of whether or not anybody else wants to put in to help pay for it. It would be $1,250 each for a total of $5,000
for the rug. Wow. Then, as opposed to renting them, which I thought what we were originally doing, right?
No, so we're renting.
Rent them. We're
renting
the flying carpet is different.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. We're talking about different things.
Protection and location.
Oh, gotcha. I'm sorry. You're still talking about that. I've been trying to clear up my inventory stuff, and I never saw that you just sent.
So are you willing to pay the $12.50 to go toward it? Okay. So everybody take out $12.50.
I have to take it from my bank, but yeah, because I just pretty much wiped out my cash on hand.
Throw it into Bronzeholm.
Will do.
And that's there. The other thing is the Scroll of Featherfall is for you, Gimbal, from Genesis, and the she put a scroll of Passwall. I'm presuming that's for you because she can't do it.
Passwall. So casually spell list. You can read the scroll and cast the spell without providing any material components.
Let's see. It is wizard. It is a wizard spell. So both of those, if you want to, you can copy them into your spell book, which destroys the spell, but then you have access to them forever. But instead of selling them, she wanted to give them to you if you wanted them.
You can stick.
That's from Genesis.
You can stick Druid Craft for the beginner into Bronzeholm as well. I've already used it and gained.
Or if anybody else wants to have it and read it.
Sven, while you're taking care of that, I'm gonna run and grab my food from the door. Okay.
Gotcha.
The rod can also go into Bronzeholm. It's just a decorative piece, basically. Tinker's tools. You go to Bronzeholm. I don't need them with me.
Tinker's tools.
All right, and the last thing is the diamond. So in order for her to cast Revivify, if somebody dies within a minute, she can cast Revivify. It costs 300 takes up a single diamond worth 300 gold. Okay. She has purchased a couple of them, but she wanted to know if anybody else wanted to pitch in, or everybody pitch in to pay for this gem. It costs 320 for the gem because it's a single gem. Did anybody else want to pay for this last one?
Okay. I'll buy the last one.
So
you said it was 320?
320.
Buy it?
Yep. And I'll go ahead and give that to Genesis. So like I said, she has several, I think 2 or 3 that she bought for already. Mm-hmm. But this way it just helps absorb some of the cost for healing you guys.
Yeah.
All right. Why isn't this going?
Real quick, Gimbal, is it all right if Tusk borrows the Druid Craft for the beginner?
Yeah, take it. I was just going to put it in the library at the house because I've already read it and learned what I need to learn from it.
All right, and then we still have the 17 potions of healing.
Divvy those out to everybody but me. And just so you know, I bought 10 potions of superior healing, so I've got better healing than I had before.
I accidentally grabbed that instead of the carpet. Oops. Whose ever teeth those are, bag of teeth that is.
No, that's
Uh,
just over at Brown's home. Also, they can just be at the that's a knickknack that I picked up along the way. Definitely
Gimbals,
don't need
got
to
it.
have them carry. Yeah, they're in my
Gimbal
pad.
just has a random bag of human teeth.
I picked them up off of somebody that it was a body somewhere down there when we were. Remember when we were at the at some weird thieves guild type thing under somewhere, and I think that was where I picked it up off of one of the bodies before we left.
Yeah, no. We've all picked up weird stuff. Joker, I took some of the healing potions. Feel free to take the rest.
All right. He's AFK right at the second. Um,
And
yeah, so Mantha's going to be...
if anybody wants a ration or two, I had too many and I needed the weight loss. So
And Mantha
I've got
should
5
be
extra rations in there.
at her place within another 10, 15 minutes. So probably half an hour
Sure,
she'll be jumped on, ready to go.
Sweet.
Cool.
I'll take the rations, I guess.
All right, so besides all this high level of streaming content, of logistical fun, anybody else doing anything? So John Hancock was asking about, then I'll just say this for everybody and I'll say it again when he gets back. The Adventurers Guild typically doesn't have a whole lot of information. They typically have, they're, in a sense, if you think of a job board, the Adventurers Guild is like a job board. They point you in the right direction. Here you go. This person wants you to go do something. And then it's up to you as the adventurer to go research the topic, go talk to the person, do your own stuff to find out as much as you want, or be like a lot of adventurers and just charge headlong in the direction you think you're supposed to go and play it from there. So to answer his specific question, no, the Adventurers Guild doesn't have a whole lot of more information, but that doesn't mean you guys couldn't research cloud giants. You couldn't research, about their floating cities. Try maybe find out who it was that had the task, and it's sending you that way. There are other things you can do if you want to. Go. So your carpets. So getting back to Gimbal's comment, yes, you're renting your flying carpets. 2 of them are 25 gold each per day. The broom Kithri has and is purchased and is using that one. All right. 20 arrows and a quiver.
Sorry.
Okay.
Cool. I'm cleaning out inventory. I want to sell those and the shield. I'll take the rations though, because Gimbal was offering them, so I'll just take those.
All right.
Okay, what was the other one? Oh, pass. That's right.
Pass wall.
Where are you at? Pass wall. I'm just entering these into my miscellaneous to remember I've got them.
So again, you can say you've had plenty of hours. If you want to say
for now, I'm going to keep the scroll.
them.
I'm going to have the scroll there too, and then eventually I'll scribe them. That's cool. But I still do have the scrolls. It doesn't use them up to scribe them, right?
It does.
Oh, it does. I didn't think it did. Didn't say that. I didn't think it said that.
Putting them into your spell book does use them up, but you can then cast them whenever you want. You can also make a scroll as a wizard. You can make scrolls if you ever want
scrolls to. Yeah, eventually, I will do that. Never mind. I will erase my scrolls.
It just costs 50 gold. Neither one of them are illusionists, so it will be 50 gold per level. And
they're both level 1
or 2 hours.
Or at least I want to.
Pass wall shouldn't be.
Pass wall is a level. Wait a second. Holy crap! That's a 5.
Yeah, It's
Feather falls one.
you're going through a wall. So
Great. So I need a 15 to cast it. On my Arcana, but I've got a +9, so I just need a
yeah, but there's no
6 or
roll to
better on
put
it.
it in your spell book. You automatically
Oh, that's right.
put it in your spell book.
Never mind. But I won't be able to
Yeah.
actually cast it.
Yep, it's up to you what you want to do. You can keep the scroll. You can transcribe it now into your spell book. You just can't cast it yet. So whatever you want to do.
I've already got 3 more spells like that that are sitting waiting for me to level up. Like
I
4 levels.
dumb question. Am I able to read the spell book because I'm a level 1 sorcerer? So am I able to get any level 1 spells from him?
So sorcerers, you have your spells. If you find a scroll that's used by a sorcerer, then yes, you can use a sorcerer scroll.
Is he a sorcerer or no?
I'm a wizard.
He's a wizard. And
Generally
warlock.
speaking, sorcerers' powers are more intrinsic, and wizards have to study, so that they don't really work well together.
Yes. There's not a whole lot of sorcerer scrolls just because, like you said, it's like being a mutant. Power comes from within you. You don't tap into the
Yeah.
weave as much. All right. So to answer your question, for as far as information that the Adventurers Guild gives you, the Adventurers Guild itself is, think of it like a human job board. They just point you. People come to them and say, "I want somebody to do this," and then they come tell you as the adventurer, this person wants you to do that, and then it's up to you how much research you want to do. So the guild itself doesn't have a whole lot of information, but if you, as John Hancock, the character, want to go try to find more information, then you can.
So when I went to the Adventurers Guild last campaign and we talked with them, I didn't gain any new information or
Nope, they just said that there's a cloud castle that is moving, which it normally doesn't do. They normally don't do,
okay.
and they want you to find out why. And normally, because cloud giants are not nice, it may not even be there may not be even be a cloud giant there anymore. So there's too many questions. They want you to go look at it, see what's going on, and it just so happens that the migration of the Aarakocra was happening around the same time as this cloud giant was close to their island, so they don't know if they are related or not.
That just seems too much of a coincidence, though. Even John recognizes that's too much of a coincidence for two things to happen at the same time.
Sure.
Don't you agree? Gimble, as a fellow arcane user, don't you agree that two magical incidences literally happening at the same time is no coincidence?
It's unlikely.
Yeah, it's unlikely, yeah. So
All right, so
Do we know exactly where the castle is?
so you have a general idea of when it was last seen. It's basically east of Castle of the stupid library.
do we have a time on how fast it moves so we know where we have to be at a specific time with timing wise?
Candlekeep. It's directly west of Candlekeep. The last one, when it was last seen. And that's all the information you have.
Who put out the quest? Tusk would ask for this, or Tusk is going to ask for that.
They did not. When you were given the quest, it didn't say. So you can go back to the Adventurers Guild and see if they will tell you. But there it is. Yeah, so now you're in Nashkel. I'll make this a little bit smaller. Okay. All right. So this is the. In case you guys cared, here's the Sword Coast map again. You guys probably shoot up to Candlekeep flying and then head out to the east. I mean, straight west.
Before we head off, okay. I just wanted to make sure I have some stuff on the party sheet.
All right, and so what by the time if anybody else have anything for Bronzeholm, if not, you can go ahead and release him.
Yes, I'm trying to get the potions out and drag them into my inventory because
Okay.
the last
So
10. So
a couple different ways. Typically, I used to be really anal about being the one to handle this type of stuff, but I've gotten more and more lax. The easiest way to do it is open up your character sheet to your inventory tab. Once that's
okay.
open, you can then drag the shield straight from the party sheet, drop it onto your inventory, and let go. If you're going to do all 10, you can hold shift, drag,
Yeah,
and
I
let
don't
go.
have the party sheet up. How do I bring up the party sheet?
So
Oh,
on the top right,
top right, the tools section.
Yeah. Oh, party sheet. Okay, I see. Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
All right, cool. Thank you.
and then the
Good
party
to
sheet, you
know.
should see inventory and order.
There you
You
go.
got it. Sweetness.
Thank you.
And speaking of witches, now click on the order tab and put yourself, if you're walking down a 10-foot passageway, where would you want to be in the group? If you would throw yourself in a party sheet on the order tab.
Party
And
sheet and order tab.
mhm. And what
Order.
are you guys gonna let him take a watch next time you take a long rest?
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Okay, so Genesis likes to be the last one of the night. So where do we want him? Tusk is first, Kithri second, Gimbal third.
You can put them right after me, unless anyone has an objection.
That's fine.
I mean, how do I drive myself in order again?
Oh.
Just curious.
Your picture,
The little
Okay.
portrait.
right? Or is it the number? The portrait on the other. Your portrait.
Yep, and then drag
Just
it,
drag it over
click
to
and
the.
drag it over and drop it into the square he would be. Let's see if it's working for you. Let's see.
Up there we go. Now it just popped up. There we go.
Okay, cool.
Yep, there you go. I'm just I'll be right here, I guess, on the Bronzeholm popped up.
There we go. So for example, I stuck you behind Tusk. Would you want to be next to Genesis or next to Gimbal?
I'll be next to I'll be next to Gimbal. I feel like Gimbal needs a little emotional support every now and then.
Okay. All right. There we go. All right. So there we go.
Just because I'm shorter than everybody else does not mean I need emotional support all the time.
Okay. All right. Yeah. If you rub a gnome's head, it's good luck. All right. So you guys load up on the carpets. They can hold up to
Is-
3. Although with
Is
Tusk,
Wednesday night supposed to be cleaner or?
no, I personally will rarely swear, but Mantha and Mantha has a potty
No,
mouth.
I'm not specifically referring to cursing as much as I am content of innuendo. I don't remember. Was there one of the nights that is cleaner than the other for your streaming audience, or do we care?
As far as the
Well,
audience is concerned, I don't care. It's just a matter of the players how comfortable Nick and Ashley are with that type of
Right.
thing. So
Well, my character has a mouth like a sailor, so because he was a sailor, so I mean, you can expect a few double entendres from him every now and then. Nothing too serious, of course, but language.
Bueno, okay, just checking.
There's
There's about
mostly
15,000 different variations of horrible things to say came up when you're talking about rubbing my head. So
I never mentioned rubbing your head. I said emotional support. Sven said rubbing your head.
what were
I
you
know
saying,
that.
Ashley?
Yeah, no, just the more dirty jokes you make, the less Kithri approves of you. So I don't
Very
know.
judgmental.
Yeah,
halfling
she
there.
is.
Gimble's already on Kip3's shit list right now, so it doesn't
he
matter.
definitely is. It didn't help that he cast a spell on her and traumatized her. So that's.
I did
really
not
sad.
cast a spell on you.
Yes, you
Somebody
did.
cast a spell on me.
You
Which I assumed it was you, since you bit my finger off.
because you cast. What was it that you cast on me? I can't even remember. But
Command.
Suggestion.
I didn't.
command. You
What?
cast command on
Or a
her.
suggestion, yeah.
Oh, I did command. I didn't, but it wasn't me casting it. I was possessive.
John's gonna get in the middle of both you two
Go
bickering
ahead.
like kids and say, "Settle down, kids. Be good. This is a family trip now."
Kip3 gives you a look, but like,
Yeah, I think actually Kimball and
you
Kip3 both.
just better be grateful she didn't kick you.
But Kimball and Kip3 briefly both give you the exact same look. And for the first time in several weeks, we are on the same page.
Yep.
You may want to move up.
We have
You may
united
want to move
against
up
you.
closer to Tusk, is what I'm saying.
See, something good comes out of me joining the party. You're both on the same page now.
That's right. You have a common enemy. All right, so the rugs can hold up to 3 people, although you may not want to push it with Tusk. So who is riding with whom?
I think me being 5'8" should ride with Gimbal. The shortest should go with Gimbal, and then Kipri should be with us. And then I
Kipri
think
has a broom, so she'll probably be.
And she's got the broom.
I'm
I
thinking
think it was.
Tusk with Gimbal and then John and Jen. Just because Tusk is a little bit
I
bigger.
think
and
that's how we
Gimbal's
said
smaller.
last. That was what we said at the end of last week when we were talking about this. I'm pretty sure that's what, because we wanted the
Yeah.
lightest person to be with Tusk.
yeah.
Okay.
Just in case.
Don't be mad if I use you as a shoulder rest Gimbal. Just saying.
All right, so since Mantha, if you can hear us, you say you're always listening. If you want to type in the chat purple or red, and let me know what Genesis would prefer. And I'll go ahead and put the rest of the people on here. All right, so you guys take off, fly into the morning light. It is about 8:30 when you guys are able to start heading out. And you did say Tusk, Gimbal, John, and Genesis.
I believe so.
Okay. Why is Bronzeholm in the combat tracker? What the hell? All right.
Oh, right. I think we're done, so I'm going to release him.
Okay.
How do I? Okay, never mind. Summary level is 5.
All right. And since Genesis and Tusk have insane survival, it would make sense that they're the ones who are controlling the carpets. All right, so you guys head off and start going up higher and higher. About how high, Tusk, since you're driving, about how high, give or take, do you want to be? To clear day with clouds. I mean, it's a sunny day, no precipitation, not very windy, but there is cloud covers. Similar to what the background is.
Um,
Do you want to be above the clouds or below the clouds or blindly flying through the clouds getting soaking wet?
Please not through the clouds.
I think because the weather is nice, flying above the clouds,
Okay.
but Tusk definitely flies through one on their way up.
Nice. Okay.
Kip3 does not.
And then he's confused as to why he's wet.
She does not want to be cold and wet.
Right. All right. Yes. So she's like, man, this is like fog, but up in the air. As Tusk realizes what clouds are. Okay. So the camera goes black, and we open up. The camera comes back on, and you see that you are in a just outside Tusk's forge, and it's still nighttime.
Mhm.
Trying to find the image I have.
Aha! Found it.
Hold on a second. So we go to do it this way.
I have a note called Tusk's Smithy location that I think you should be able to see, Sven. That has a link to its
What's the name of it
page.
again? Because it's not Tusk's.
Story N330 Iron Fist Smithy.
Ironsmith.
Or it's Iron Fist
Fist, okay.
Smithy.
That's what I was looking for. So it's Iron Fist Smithy. But I was looking for an image because I wanted to throw up an image as I'm telling you guys going through the cutscene. So the camera pans back, and you see this robed figure approach. It's coming down the road.
It worked.
The smithy is on a road and there are several other buildings along the road as well. Behind the smithy is a big open field, beyond the paddock where the horses and stuff are kept. But along the road, there are several other buildings, and you see this black robed figure, a dark robe, coming down the road, and it looks to be very early in the morning, 2, 3 in the morning. You're not sure. It's hard to tell with the cloud cover, and you can't really see the moon. And it turns and walks up to the door and see its hands moving, and it opens the door, steps through, and closes the door, and the camera follows him inside. And he goes over to the storeroom wall, a door where, ignoring everything in the kiln and the weapon racks and everything that are there, the equipment and tools, ignores all those and goes over to where the door to the storage room is. And again, slight movement of the robes. Uh, He's doing something with his hands, and you see he opens the door. And what did I not? He opens the door and steps in, and you see he's shifts. He struggles a bit, but he's able to shift the gate that Tusk brought back. Shifts it a little away from where it was leaning against some other ore samples and things that had been brought in, and moves it to where it's pretty much standing by itself. And he starts, looks like he's writing something on the four corners of it. And then he steps back, opens up a book, goes back, writes a couple more symbols toward the center of the gate, steps back, changes some pages on the book, and then you see he starts to cast a spell, and the air around the gate shimmers and sort of passes this almost like a circle, two-dimensional circle of light and purples and dark blues swirling mass in a flat surface from behind the gate. The runes flare up from where he's inscribed them, and then it passes up and through the gate to the other side to where you can't see the gate anymore because of all this swirling color and stuff. And then he finishes the spell and closes the book, walks out, shuts the door behind him, leaves and closes the front door and walks out.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
assuming the gate disappeared.
The gate is still there.
Oh, it is.
Mhm.
I thought
Okay.
he yoinked it back. I was about to be like, they stole it back.
Okay, that's
Then the camera
interesting.
pans back into the storeroom and you see the gate. And as the black circle closes as the camera goes away, it's almost as if the gate shifts or where the one of the bars of the gate as the circle closes down shifts and moves a little bit before settling back down, and then the camera closes. And
Oh boy.
where is... All right, so go ahead and everybody give me Constitution saving throw.
That's gonna be fun to deal with when we come back. But I don't know about it, so I'm gonna have fun flying a carpet.
Ugh.
All right,
Kithri.
so Kithri, you have no problem operating the broom. It's really up to you whether you want to ride it side saddle or you want to straddle it, whichever one Kithri would be more want to do. Do you try to practice using weapons and things while on this thing?
I mean, it's likely she would, but also probably not with anything that's expensive. Because if she drops it, she doesn't want to go get it back. So probably mostly just regular daggers.
All right, so you're practicing slicing and stuff. Do you want to? Are you practicing with Mage Bane at all?
It's possible she probably has it wrapped around her wrist, but she probably hasn't like tried shooting anything with it. There aren't very many targets up in open air, to be fair.
You could hit passing bird.
Could hit the rugs with my friends on it or my friends, but I don't really wanna.
You like hit us playfully. Tuss takes the rug and just rams it into you. No. Total chaos.
Oof.
As if you're ramming a rug into Kithri's broom, then I'm just gonna sit there and just shake my head.
Nah, I'm just joking. Ooh.
It's a hypothetical scenario. Fancy.
All right. So you have no problem operating it, but as you're getting up higher and higher, you have a hard time focusing because you're just thinking to yourself, I haven't even wobbled on this thing that much, but what if a wind comes or a bird comes by and knocks me off? It's a long way down, and um, you, you're having a hard time focusing, and um, every once in a while you find that you're drifting away from the carpets and stuff as you flying on this broom. The rest of you are doing okay. You don't really have any issues with the height or the carpets, despite looking like they're flapping in the winds and undulating and stuff. It's actually a very smooth ride, and you don't have any issues. You think you'll be able to shoot your weapons just fine. It's very windy because you're moving through above the clouds and stuff, but as far as that's concerned, you think you'll be okay. Anybody want to do anything special while you're on the carpets?
Just mention how many bugs are up here in the sky.
Very few. This high up, once you get past, especially the cloud cover, almost none. At least not natural bugs.
Magic bug.
All right, so
Tusk focuses on flying. You probably get some pointers from Gimbal on how to control the
it is
carpet.
bright, especially above the cloud cover. There is no protection from the sun. It's not. It's actually relatively. The sun is warm, but the temperature itself is pretty cool. So it's actually a nice balance between hot and cold. At least from where you guys are right now, you can see the clouds off. I mean the mountains way off in the distance to the south as you're cruising, leading to Amen. You see down below, way down below. You're probably. It's hard to judge exactly, but you're probably 300-400 feet up as you're cruising along. Is there anything particular anybody wanted to do while you're on these carpets?
Well, given Mantha is away doing other priorities while she's on the carpet, I'm just going to continue flying the carpet and make sure I don't kill both of us in the process. Because that would be bad. I don't think Kid 3 would forgive me if I killed Genesis, honestly.
Oh no, you would be dead. She would hunt you down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I said. So I'm just focused on flying the carpet. I don't know about Tusk over there, but I'm just focused on flying the carpet, trying not to kill both me and Genesis. Because if I don't die from the fall, Kithri will definitely kill me.
No, Kid3 yells over to Tusk, do a flip! No.
Yeah.
I yell over to Tusk, bad idea, flex a muscle.
All right, Tusk, Gimbal.
I think Tusk is just focused on flying.
Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Gimbal?
require a whole lot of concentration. Once you tell it to go and how fast you want it to go, unless you change it, it'll just keep doing the exact same thing over and over and over. So it's pretty simple. Unless you want to change and shift and do things, then it's different. So it doesn't require a whole lot of concentration. Gimbal.
I'm just enjoying the ride.
Okay. All right. So
As I start humming a tune, I have no idea where it came from in my mind, but there's this tune going through my head, like da 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 da. I don't know where it came from. Da 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 da.
I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not.
I don't know where the song came from, but it's in my mind. It just magically appeared.
I was gonna say Hancock hears Gimbal humming or something and just starts singing in Elvish to it.
all right, K3, do you have any? So you guys are traveling to the left side of the screen from the right side of the screen. Do you have any issues with where you are in relation to the carpets, K3?
She might be. No, it's fine. Don't really
Okay.
care.
So I presume you are. So actually, let me just ask: are you going to be staying pretty much stationary in the same location the whole time, or are you going to be, doing slow circles around them, speeding up, slowing down, left, right, up, down?
I think with how anxious she feels, she might be like kind of trying just a little bit of like slowing down, going side to side, just kind of like reassuring herself that everything's in control.
Okay.
Well, or under her control, even if it doesn't work super well. But yeah, no, she probably like sometimes drifts back, sometimes moves forward, circles around and stuff.
Okay. All right, so as you guys are cruising along, I'm actually going to shift these a little bit more. Made them a little big at first, and then now there's only a couple of you on there. I'm not real worried about it. All right. You all are flying through. Go ahead and give me a percentile, Tusk.
Will do. You want that in tower?
No, just straight.
Okay. 88. Aye.
All right, so you guys are at this point in time. You're about 40 feet above the cloud. For the most part, it's like a carpet. They're pretty standard. Off in a distance to the north, they get a little bit more clumpy, more like broccoli, cauliflower, where they're spewing up and higher. But the clouds below you, similar to the picture, are pretty flat and pretty level, and so you're able to maintain. As if they change the elevation, you shift a little bit, but for the most part, you're only about 40 feet above it. And bursting through the clouds is something that is not the right one. Nope. Yes. Okay. All right. So everybody I'm going to push you guys a roll.
Nice music change. A lot in the danger zone.
By the way, let me axe. Where is... Okay, that's the fourth moon. So that's tomorrow. All right. So first of all, real quick, Athena, is she flying? Um, she is a fey creature. She's not a real owl. So in theory, she could fly with you the entire day.
Mm-hmm.
She could also be resting on one of the carpets. She could be resting on the broom, or she could just not be here. You could just tell her to go away and then bring her back up when you need her. So,
No, I think she would probably be following around. She probably keeps like a good opposite side of like the rest of the group from Kithary, and she'll occasionally come and land on the back of Kithary's broom.
okay. And, one second. All right. All right. So I'm going to put her on there. She's... Same thing with OMG. What's going on with him?
No, he's buried in my outfit for now to avoid being windblown.
All right. And what about Mini Me?
I think it's a similar, or he's like holding on tightly to Tusk's shoulder, kind of like in the little pauldron or beak pauldron he kind of has. He's like kind of tucked on there to try and anchor himself.
Okay. All right. So if you want to bring either of them into the fight, let me know. Otherwise, just waiting for Fancy to catch up. So coming up from the clouds, let me do. Oh man, they're connected. That's why. All right, so let me release. First of all, let me release Genesis so she can grab her once. Release. Go to characters. Release. All right, so now she can grab her when she's now that she's logging on. PCs. Nature. I'm going to say this is a pretty easy check. I'm going to say it is that. All right, so you guys have a roll in front of you.
Oop.
There it goes.
Do you need me to roll again? It popped up a second time.
No, just close it. It's weirdo. All right, so we have. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean for those to be hidden. But let's see. We have everybody succeeded except John.
Oh, wow.
I
I'm
got
sorry.
Kithri,
a
she got a
second
10.
roll.
Yeah, just go ahead and just
Should
close
I?
out the second roll.
Okay.
So Kithri and
Wah, wah,
John
wah.
don't really know what these are, but I will say with none of you are really amazing. Let's see. Oh, and I actually I take that back because it looked like I was looking at the second roll. All right, so Kithri, you know what these are called, but you don't really know what they do. John, you know they're poisonous. And that's really, where's Gimbal? Here he is. 17, yes. Gimbal, you also know that they're poisonous. As two wyverns come flying up through the clouds.
Oh.
Are wyverns related to dragon?
No.
Boo.
Do they speak Draconic?
They aren't, I don't even know if they do speak. Let me look. And
I was gonna say, because wyverns are a type of dragons. They fall on worms, don't they? Worms and drakes and stuff, don't they?
so they're, dragons have legs, wyverns have 4 legs. Wyverns only have 2 and wings. And they typically don't have any kind of spellcasting abilities or breath weapons, but they do have stingers on their tails. Okay, but like I said, so I mentioned who knows what regarding that, and no, they don't speak at all. They're not intelligent enough to speak. All right, so there we go. You see them as they burst through the clouds, and we're going to go ahead and click that and that. There you go.
Pardon. Dang, Tusk.
All right,
God
so
damn, Tusk.
for now, I'm not going to. Let me see. So is everybody done? Except Athena. So go ahead and roll a 20-sider for Athena and add her dex to it. And do you guys have seen and appreciate and love the things? I don't know if you guys noticed, but there are actual clouds moving across the screen.
That's what. Okay, I like something was off with the background. I couldn't place it.
Yes.
So yeah, I noticed the
Yankee,
I noticed the
very
I
pretty.
noticed the cloud movements.
But that's what that is. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the grid a little bit. I don't like harsh grids, but I don't want anybody freaking out because they can't see. So there you go. Now you can see a little bit better. For the most part, I'm not going to worry about the distance as far as horizontally. So if it's all I'm going to do is if it's more than for every 20 feet difference between you and the creature, you would add 5 feet to the range. So if you look at them, they are going to have, oops, I'm on the wrong screen. Click, come on. Oh, click. There we go. Did I have it turned off? Okay, maybe that was one of the ones that was, never mind. So yeah, so I'm not going to worry. So just don't worry about it. If something is really far above or really far below, I'll mention it and say add or subtract the range. Otherwise, it's just whatever Fantasy Ground says it is. So starting with Tusk. It's a little early. It's only 5 minutes early, but let's go ahead and take our break here. So that way we don't have to wait a really long time. Take a quick 10-minute break, and that'll give also give Mantha time to jump on Discord. She's here in Fantasy
Already
Grounds.
on Discord.
Oh, there she is.
I just
Okay,
haven't said anything.
cool.
There was like nothing to say. So anyway,
So think about
She
what
was
you guys want to
alert.
do, and we will go from here. Remember, if it's not your character, don't say anything. Let them. If you want help, people will ask. Otherwise, be back in 10 minutes. If you want to let them know 35 after the hour, I'd appreciate it.
I'm already doing it.
And we'll see you in 10 minutes, guys.
All right. See you
Yep.
then.
I'm surprised Manta has bounties don't necessarily always just reward gold.
Thing of value that the adventurers will be like, okay, yeah, this is enough to pay for
it. Yeah, true.
fighting a fucking.
But imagine how fun life would be if life was like D&D, where you could sling spells and wield swords and fight monsters and without the repercussions of like dying. Imagine how less fun life would be.
Well, yeah. It would be nice to
All right.
have stuff like that, but we do not,
But
unfortunately.
we also have things like running water and microwaves and fantasy grounds. So
We have technology.
um, so
Yeah, I mean,
Genesis, you feel uneasy as like something's wrong as these just before these wyverns break through the clouds. As they come through, you still think something's a little off, or that there's danger afoot.
yeah,
Um,
something's wrong.
and before Tusk gets ready to start doing what he's doing,
Okay.
we flash back. The sun is rising up over the gate, the walls of Nashkel, and we see the dwarf who runs the forge is eating his breakfast, talking to his wife, and we flash over to the break room, and we see the gate, and it starts to shift. It's almost like it's shimmering a little bit, and then these part of it from the top crawls and moves down, and it looks like some sort of insect, some sort of metal insect was making up that portion of the gate, and it comes and it crawls down onto the floor over toward the door and sort of worms and wiggles its way under the door, and another section of the gate does that. Pretty soon there is a line of these things, sort of like a line of ants crawling, and they come out into the main room, up into the kiln, which is cold right now, up and then up. And then the camera comes out, and you see the top of the roof of the forge, and you see a couple of these insects come and climb on the top of the chimney where the kiln empties into the sky, and then wings unfurl, and this wasp-looking thing takes off. The wings and the body shimmering, the sun reflecting off it, its metal body as it takes off flying, and pretty soon more and more and more joining them until there's this cloud of almost golden cloud as it reflects the sun, shoots up into the sky. And now we're back with Tusk. You have these wyverns on either side of you. You see one flying directly toward Kithri. What would you like to do?
I do have one question. How does moving the carpets work in combat?
Give me just a second.
For a second, I thought I forgot to unmute.
That's something I would do.
Here it is. All right, so they can. The ones you guys have are not the slowest ones. You got the next one up, so it's 40 feet. Their movement is 40 feet. If you, again, we're sort of doing theater of the mind as far as elevation is concerned. I'm not really worried about it unless you want to try to get in within melee range. Right now, both of you are flying, so your target and you are flying. So even if you do get within melee range, you're only going to get one attack because you're not static enough unless you want to try to match it and come alongside it. Then that's a whole nother thing.
Okay. And what would it take of my, like, would it be an action to move, or is it like my movement?
It is a. I'll say if you're gonna try to mess around with the carpet, I'll just say it's a movement action. I'll make it easy for you guys. Let me see if it before I have rules lawyers going nuts on me. Does it say anything? It moves according to your spoken directions, provided that you are within 30 feet of it. And it takes an action to make it start hovering and flying or stop hovering and flying. But when it's already in movement, it moves according to your spoken directions. So it doesn't even require a movement action. It's just a free action, basically.
Okay.
And so for the most part, it's similar to riding a horse. As long as you're just doing normal things, no check required. If you want to do a loop-to-loop or try to spin or do anything crazy, then it's going to require rolls and checks and stuff. So
And now, having said all that, I remember I have a new item that I want to try. That requires that I can be in distance from. I'm going to reach out one of my clawed gauntlet hands. I'm going to try and cast
Ooh.
command on the wyvern because it's a 60-foot range and it's within roughly 40 feet. And I think I have to say the command before I have to make it save. Yes. Sorry, new item that I actually really like. Yeah, I speak of one more command and then makes it save. I'm going to say approach. So it would have to move towards me and then end its turn if it fails. So save. And it succeeded, so never mind. And that's my action. Okay. In that case, I will ask the carpet to move this way, roughly 40 or 30 feet, to be at a different angle from the creature than the direction Kithri's in, I guess. And that'll be it.
okay.
And Gimbal and Tusk just fall off. Carpet moves
All
without
right.
them.
So Jingo, the Ship of Fools, is in the house. If you guys want to shout out to him, say hello. He's done a couple one shots for us, as well as
Hello.
plays in the every other week for Starfinder Sunday nights, and has his own streams and stuff.
Woo!
So Kithri, your go as I do the water redemption.
Like your water.
Okay, so Hmm. How close is the
Wyvern.
wyvern? Thank you. I can't. Wyvern
I
to
got
me.
you.
So if you
Like,
target it, it'll tell you exactly how far it is from you. It should be, yeah, 15 feet.
yeah. Could I just, dip? Leave, go hover next to Tusk so I'm not on my own. Do I think that would trigger any sort of opportunity attack?
It does not appear to have a long enough reach right now. No. So you don't think
Okay,
it would.
so
So you putting yourself, go ahead and move
Ah!
yourself.
it's scary.
So the broom has a speed. Do you know what the speed is?
My token's not locked. I can look it up.
Wyvern is not impressed.
Flying speed of 50 feet. It can carry up to 400 pounds, but it becomes 30 feet while carrying over 200 pounds. I'm pretty sure Kid 3 is like 50 pounds. She's tiny. Um, before y'all get upset, she's like less than 3 feet tall. And to be safe, I'm gonna go all the way back here. No, I'm not. Wait, no. I'm gonna attack it, probably. Yeah. Okay, mage. It's wrapped around my wrist, so I don't have too much trouble getting it off. And yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Feels weird to be fighting in the sky. I feel like there's more things I need to be doing. And I do not get sneak attack damage with that, do I?
No.
Cool. Just
So that
it
hits.
won't let me turn sneak attack off. I think
You're
it
fine.
might.
The on turn is perfect.
Okay.
Because it will, in theory, you should do it automatically. And when you do,
Oh, it's actually working. Wow.
yep.
Okay. Well, not very much damage, but I hit it with a rock.
Okay.
You're
And
trying to rock his world.
yeah.
Hmm.
Sorry for moving it more afterwards. I just wanted to make sure I was within range. I attack and then I move. Okay. Alright, I think that will be my turn. No, can't think of any bonus actions I want to do.
All right. Oh, you're still moving. Okay. All right. So the one you hit sees you flying away. So, real quick, when you're on your broom, carpets too, you need to move one hex in the direction you're facing, and then you can turn. And you can't turn more than one hex face, if that makes sense. Um, so
Okay.
you couldn't go like this. You need to go forward, and if you're going this way, you couldn't then go that way. And that's true with the carpets too. You're banking and
Okay.
turning and twisting and stuff. So
Can't make two super sharp
you've got good
turns.
maneuverability, so you can sit there and go like this in a circle if you want. Same thing with the carpets, but you would need to move the other way. All right. So, like I said, it's not a huge deal. I'm not gonna be big deal making a roll, make rolls, and everything else. No, most of the time, even fighting, you're gonna be okay. It's just when you guys do really crazy things or the creatures do crazy things, then we'll have to worry about it. So he's gonna take off after you, and then see a bigger, beefier target. And it's gonna do
Got more
a.
meat on them bones.
So the creatures are gonna have this, depending on the creature. But right now, these wyverns are gonna have the same things you are. Um, they're either gonna need to hover close by you and track with you in order to do melee attacks or multiple attacks, or they're just going to do like a flyby as they're attacking you. Um, you can hold your actions to do an attack. If you have melee weapons out, you might be able to get an opportunity attack, depending on the weapon and how close they get to you. So it'll be the same with them. So this one is going to come and just sort of stay with you. Its fly speed is plenty, so I'm just going to do a quick check. It's going to be pretty low for him to try to match your carpet. It does not. Okay, so he's going to try to, it sort of flaps its wings, and you two are buffeted a little bit as you feel the wind from this thing trying to fight you. I'm going to say it's only going to get one attack in before this gust of wind comes and lifts it up, and it's trying to keep up with you guys, but it fails. So with a 2 on the dice, it's not going to be enough. So Tusk, Stinger comes swooping down, hits you. I am going to let you know that communication more than 30 feet away from each other is going to be very difficult. So Kithri could yell at Tusk and Gimbal, but probably can't be heard by.
I have message. I can relay messages up to 120 feet using that as a cantrip. So
You'll still have to cast it though.
That would work, but yelling and screaming at each other is probably not going to be able to be heard very well.
Yeah,
as
The
you're doing that.
economy sucks.
All right. So anyway, because you guys are moving and flying around in wind, it hits damage. I'm just trying to think of things that might pop up so you don't get too pissed at me when I say no. All right.
Understandable.
Yeah.
And let's see if you save as you feel the poison. So is anybody proficient with a herbalism or poisoner's kit?
Let me look.
No.
You save.
Sven, I think you put that on the wyvern itself.
Oh.
Mostly
Yeah,
because like the wyvern's the one showing the
The
check mark.
wyvern attacked itself.
You save. All right.
And I did better than it did on its save by 1. Ha!
Nice.
You do take half damage still. Okay.
Okay.
Whoa, lots of 2s.
Nice.
Saw all those dice and then it just like pops up.
4 2s out of 7, and nothing above 4. So you only take 9 damage out of 76.
Mm-hmm.
I love barbarian raging. It's great.
Well, I have.
He's
Well,
not
I
raging.
say I'm not raging.
Oh,
He's saved
Uh,
from the
about I
oh
was
yeah,
poison.
that's
saved.
from your.
If I was, it
Alright.
would have taken
Gotcha.
even less.
All right, gimbal. So this thing, wait a second, and then it ends up here, just a little bit off. Um, it's trying to keep up with you guys, but it's just within, just 10 feet away. It's just turning and banking and trying to follow you.
All right. I'm enraged that it tried to poison Tusk with a dark flash of my fairly visible eyes. I will I will use my Eldritch Blast. See how this thing likes getting whacked around with force damage.
You
Excuse me. And
Bless
I
you.
can do this
Thank you.
three blasts at this level. So 1, 2, 3. And I hit with 2, is that correct?
Yes, just be careful
Hit,
because if you
miss,
do that
hit.
and you roll a critical, it's gonna not have the critical damage.
Gotcha. All right, so two of them.
All right.
A little bit of blasting. Any bonuses?
All right, and the kickback from the Eldritch Blast pushes you off the cart.
Field save against on to the turn. All right, next round. Do that. All right, very good. And that will be it for me.
Oh, Gimbal, did you take the time to copy Featherfall into your spell book?
Yes,
Good.
that one I copied. The other one I'm going to wait. Or maybe either use it. I've got it saved as a scroll in case I need it
Yeah.
The more
before I
important
get to the level
question
where I can actually use it.
is, did he prepare it as one of his wizard spells today? That's the real question.
Did he?
Of course I
I
did.
sure hope you did.
Of course I did. I need to cancel one of the others. I forgot to cancel the other one.
All
Of
right.
course I
One.
didn't.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to find where it
Does
went.
he just kind of changes it in his
Oh, because I
character
didn't.
sheet?
Yeah, give me a second.
All right, Genesis.
Okay. I guess I have questions.
Oh, one second. A couple
Oh.
things real quick. I am meaning to interrupt. First of all, I did not hear anybody's answer. I'm sure you did. Is anybody proficient with poisonous kit or um,
I do not.
herbalism kit?
No.
John is not, unfortunately.
Okay.
And
Not yet.
so,
Okay. And John wouldn't know, but you guys would. The rest of you would know that Genesis, as long as she can see you, and I'll say that within 70 feet, she can read your lips. So
Yeah.
she wouldn't be able to hear you talk, but if you do, wave to her and get her attention, if you're within 70 feet of her on these carpets or the broom, you can speak to her. You just won't be able to hear her back. So anyway, go ahead.
Are wyverns beasts?
What was your role? Let's see.
I don't know if Genesis
I
rolled.
think she got like a 17.
She
I'm gonna
got
say, as a
11.
nature cleric, worshiper of Sylvanas, you would know. I don't believe they are. Let me double check.
Okay.
No, they're not beasts.
Wyverns aren't beasts.
I guess
The
they're probably
beastly,
dragons.
but
Um. Okay. I think Jen wants to figure out where this bad feeling is coming from. I think she might be spending her turn doing that. So unless Ben tells me no, you can't do that, she'd like to actually. Okay. Cool. Actually, why not? Why do guidance when you can do bless?
So you are in control of the carpet, by the way. As we talked, it's the same control mechanism that Tusk has.
Oh, I thought John was.
Nope, you are,
Okay.
because you had the higher survival.
Ah. Okay. Jen is going to cast bless on all of us. And that is
Are you gonna move close
1,
enough
2,
first?
3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Because
So
isn't the
she's
range only 30 feet?
it is. As I target Gimbal to see how far away he is. Oof. Never mind. Can't get into range. But I do think she yeah, okay. We're gonna move backwards. Actually not backwards. We have to go like
So you have to go forward first.
oh, I thought that was
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. You're good. Go ahead. Go ahead. My bad. Keep going.
I thought that was forwardish.
Yep. The way you had it would work too. That was fine. I said it was my mistake.
Okay.
I keep
Sorry, I was trying to do good. 30? I think that's
Rob coming in with his finishing up Gloomhaven. We are doing a aerial battle with carpets and a broom. There's a couple wyverns attacking them, and
Combat in the sky.
the speed of the carpet's 40. Correct? Is that what I told you?
is it 40?
Yes, I only
Yes.
moved 30, but it is
Okay.
40 for these.
Never
We got the
mind.
slightly faster ones.
I should be able to get in range of Gimbal then.
Okay.
Maybe. Maybe not. Nope, can't get in range of Gimbal. Or Tusk. So she's going to hold off on doing blessing. But she wants to figure out why she's feeling that weird feeling. Because basically her religion is that she trusts her gut. And so she's going to use guidance on herself to like tap into her spiritual energies and try to figure out. Just kind of take the time to think and figure out what is going on. If that is something that Sven will allow me to do.
Nice.
All right. Give me a religion check in the tower.
Let me do guidance first. Oh,
All right, and while you're doing
yeah,
that, we will go to John.
he asks the cleric that's not trained in religion to make a religion check. It's fine.
All right, so John has a question for the DMs. The wyvern that's facing Gimbal and Tusk. Do I get a sneak attack on that if I hit with my bow, since I'm reasonable distance away and that he's looking at them, or
You would
just
not unless
curious?
there's some way to get an advantage, because it's just out of the range to do that.
What if I use my fast true strike to give me advantage? Would that
It would.
count as a sneak attack?
It would.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna use fast true strike and take a shot with my bow. So let me put the fast true strike effect on to myself, target the wyvern there. And let's see, get my bow out. Going to do roll because it's within range.
Oh, nice.
27 critical,
Wow.
Nice.
Wow, nice crit.
and let's do 1d6 plus 4. 12 damage.
All right. For
What?
some reason, it
Where's
didn't.
your crit damage?
um,
Where's your sneak attack?
Oh, you
you
didn't
don't have
apply
sneak.
the
You don't
sneak.
have it on.
Oh, okay.
So go ahead and go. Give me. I think you are 4 right now.
Yeah, I have rolled a 4.
No, give me a second here. Let me see. Here it is. You are 3. So go
I
ahead and give
get
me 66, please.
6d6. All right, so
There you go.
modifier d6, and then we'll do 6d6. Put that up there. 7.
No, it's so what you
No, no,
do is a
6.
couple different
Yeah.
ways. You can right click on the
Oh.
6-sider, and there'll be a radial dial that says, well, there isn't a times 6. So you're going to have to click and hold it, and then right click until there's 6 of them.
Left click 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And then throw them all. There you go. Perfect.
23.
Not too shabby. All right, so that was
Nice.
on disgraced
Dis-
turtle.
Yep.
So
It's about an average of 4 on each die.
very nice. So what do we see?
How many levels of rogue does John have?
I have 5.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure you were doubling the sneak attack damage.
Yeah.
So what do we see?
I mean, other than that, can I ready a bonus action to I don't know,
No,
just
use your bonus
ready.
action to cast a spell.
Okay.
All right. So as you pull back, as you start mumbling to yourself a little bit, and you see
Yeah.
the wyvern sort of fades away a little bit, and this one section underneath where its wing is, you sort of glows and almost comes into crisp, clear sight. As you see, there's a festering wound there, and so you pull back your bow, lead it a little bit, let go, and sure enough, it hits right into that spot as you use your true strike, and it slams into it, and it sort of rocks, sort of whips its head around and looks at your carpet. And meanwhile, the one behind you guys is going to come up and get up close and personal. And he's going to try to hover and stay close enough to do his attacks and match your speed as you're flying, even though you're doing these weird circular patterns. Hopefully he can roll better than a 2 like his friend did.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
And
3.
that is his roll.
Wow.
So as he flies, Genesis does
Oh my
this weird
God.
thing as she's trying to level out and trying to get everybody within the bless. And she's starting to pray, and this wind down, the wind suddenly stops in his pocket that he's in. He just goes down below, and doesn't even get. I'm gonna say because of the 1, he doesn't even get an attack, and he's gonna end up here.
That's just sad.
that was hilarious.
That's a ripperoonie, my dude.
All right, top of round 2.
Tusk has the
Okay,
amazing
so-
I'm just
power of
gonna mute
foresight.
Nick next time before I roll.
Who says
Oh,
orcs aren't smart?
All right, Kithri.
going off of that,
Um.
Rob Tui has redeemed a song in my heart. Said,
Oh, um,
I was also whispering him about that.
so you may regret this, but sadly, thanks to Kendrick, the song in my heart is "A Whole New World,"
Nice.
and that's pretty much most of the lyrics I know off the top of my head in the middle of of gaming and stuff when I'm not really concentrating on it at all. So that
A
A
new
phrase
new
fantastic
fantastic
point of view.
point of
has
view.
been going
No
through my
one
head
before
over
us
and
Tell
over.
you where to
I'm
go.
thinking something, and all of a
to
sudden,
say
Live
we're
a
on
only
whole new
dreaming.
dreaming.
world. So that is the song in my heart right now. Is the Aladdin song. So
Yeah.
because they're on flying carpets, Kendrick brought it up,
I mean,
and now
to be fair though, Tusk changed it to Danger Zone. So I mean, now we got Kenny
yes,
Loggins.
yes. So
"In danger zone."
sadly, Kenny Loggins' song didn't get stuck in my head, whereas the other one did. All right, so there you go. There's the song in my heart. Thank you for using the Spence.
I think we should all just
Um,
keep singing it since it's really, really requested strongly by Rob
yes.
Tui.
All right. So Kithri, save us. Go ahead and tell us
Okay.
what's going on.
So,
man.
my question is, I didn't seem to have a turn for Athena. So when do you want her to go?
So she
Athena, if
has
I recall,
her
last turn had Skip
her.
on.
Let me go ahead and turn that off. So if you want to do it for last turn, you can. If you want her flying off to provide the
I
wyverns a
wanted.
snack, you're welcome to.
I will. My next question was going to be: is there any way that she could help Kithri to give her advantage and sneak attack, or no? Because with them being in the air, it's hard.
Yes, you absolutely can. However, it will require Athena to be close enough to her. If they choose to attack, she can. They can. Um,
Mm,
they would have to follow her because she has flyby. So
yeah.
what I mean is she has to get close enough within melee range, do her help action, and then she can skedaddle. But if they, for whatever reason, choose to, they could chase her and attack her if they wanted. So
Okay.
it's your call. But that's true for pretty much any fight anyway. So
Yeah. No, I think Kithri will use her, and if Athena starts getting targeted, then she'll probably dismiss her. But
all right. So go ahead and what did you want to have her do last turn? We'll go ahead and say now.
just give me
Take her turn now.
like help Kithri with this wyvern.
Okay. So she will zoom down, and then where do you want her to end up? Actually, can you move her?
Mm,
Let me see. Control. I don't know
no,
if I pulled her from your sheet or not.
I can move her.
Okay, good. So go ahead and move her.
Some
I think she's 60 feet, if I remember right.
Yes. Um, probably just like directly here.
She is 2 categories, more than 2 categories smaller than her, so she can go anywhere. She can fly through the square as well.
Okay, that's good to know.
That was weird. What the heck did I just do?
But help action, and then
Oh.
probably behind where Tusk and Gimbal are.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
Go ahead and give me a dex or acrobatics if she has it on her sheet.
nope, just
It's a check,
reflex.
not a save. Oh yeah, no problems. Okay. All
Okay.
right, she flies in.
Distracts it for a moment while I take a sling bullet and hit it in the side of the head or something, maybe. Do I have to give myself advantage?
What did you apply anything to yourself or anything? No.
No.
Yeah, so go ahead and give yourself advantage.
Okay.
So does it you should have the help action either on Athena's sheet or on your sheet, don't you?
I think I have it on mine.
Okay.
I will look into it for next time.
Okay. So there you
Wait,
go. That would be
so
the so you see it did work. So automatically it did the
well,
sneak attack.
I put the sneak attack on myself, and I'm like, wait, I already have it on my character sheet, so I just deleted it off. So if it doesn't work,
No,
then we will
it
fix
would
it.
show. So if you did it, then go ahead and add it again. If you took it off.
Okay,
Go.
I added it back.
Yeah.
Yay. Dice. And Kit
Ooh, that's
will
tasty
probably.
damage.
Yeah, Kit 3 likes to hit things hard. Move up a little bit with Athena. So. Okay, and I think that will be my turn. I apologize for making you move my stupid broom around.
I mean, really, he signed up for it when he planned the wyvern encounter.
I mean, I guess. It could also be because Tusk rolled poorly.
All right, Tusk.
All right. To
10 feet. Okay.
start, Tusk will command the carpet to move. I'm going to go. Let's see, one, or let's see. I'll just do like this. So like one. Something like that, I guess.
Okay. Something happened. Okay. Clear. Don't know what that was. Yeah, your whisper came in clear. That's weird. I see it in the chat. Anyway. All right.
That's
Okay.
fun.
Click. Click. All right. All right. So you fly around. That was 45.
So
But okay.
yeah.
I'll put you here.
Sorry, yeah. Thank you for catching that. I was more focused on like the angle. Unfortunately, it's like flying back around. Not quite close enough for Tusk. However, he's enchanted his axe for such situations.
Yes, you have.
So,
very nice.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
John, you
Yeah.
probably haven't seen it, but you watch as Tusk, on the carpet, takes his giant great axe, lifts it above his head, and just hucks it at the wyvern here. So I'm just gonna roll that attack real quick, see if it hits. Hey,
Nice.
Woo! Not
Yeah.
expecting that.
I get a crit. Thank
Love
you,
that for you.
champion fighter. As roll that damage.
And those of you watching at home, notice a couple of them were thunder damage color. The rest of it was his normal dice color. And pretty cool.
So as we're now flying like towards the wyvern wyvern's kind of trying to fly towards us. I chuck it, goes, end over end, for getting it like right at the base of the neck and kind of where the wing kind of joins the body. Carving it decently there before it starts to, dislodge and seemingly starts to fall into the abyss before like stopping and then reversing almost like Stormbreaker, like Thor's Stormbreaker axe, and coming right back to Tusk as he
So like
catches
God
it in
of
his
War,
hand.
basically.
God of War works too.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right.
And then real quick as a bonus action, I'm going to do Second Wind and heal
Alright,
a
so
little.
as it comes flying back, takes off Gimble's head.
Gimbo smells something weird as he uses second wind.
It's way too much wind and flying around and stuff. So
There's an extra breeze briefly.
I am upwind of him. I'm safe.
Gimbo's holding on for dear life.
all right, and Genesis, you feel assured as you realize what it is that bothered you. It's not very good art, but there you go.
That's
It is what it is. As this thing comes flying up,
You guys, maybe we should run.
bursting through the clouds. And is coming over here to where you guys are.
Yeah, no, that. My question is, would we even be able to outrun it?
Good try.
Guthrie normally would, but now she's using a magical item to carry her, and she's not just zooming.
Maybe some fancy flying?
Alright, so this thing reaches out with its stinger and control.
If it does hit, hold on a minute before doing damage.
Too late. It does not, as it rolls a 1.
Right, I'm like, that is definitely something that Jen would use her reaction to try to reduce the attack for. So like,
So
I
the
wanted
stinger
to say
comes
that to
lashing out,
save
and
me
John
time.
is easily able to. He just sort of watches it as it goes past, as the carpet drops because of turbulence, and then stinger goes way above his head. But this thing is flying right next to you. It's clearly much bigger than the others, and much older than the others.
But just as bad at attacking, so maybe related.
It could be, yes. So let's see if it can be better at flying than the others. Let's see. Dex. So they have rolled a 1
Come
and a
on, Nick.
2.
Come on, Nick.
So
Nick, we need your powers here. Come on.
too late. Alright. Still not
Rolled a
quite
3.
enough. Still not quite enough to do what he wanted to do, so it's gonna move on. Over to here.
Would we get
Alright.
reactions to hit it?
John.
Hold on, I'm checking something. Duration
Okay.
instantaneous, self 15-foot cube.
So the ancient wyvern moving away did not provoke opportunity attacks?
No.
Okay.
I think I'm within range. Let me actually see. Hold on. That's 15 feet. That's 25 feet from where I am. Okay. So.
What are you trying to do?
I was trying to use Thunderwave to hit both the ancient wyvern and the sarcastic chuckle one as well, wyvern, but it's not gonna work. I was checking the distance, judging it, eyeballing
So
it.
you can only hit the sarcastic chuckle. The ancient one is too far away without
Yeah.
hitting. You would hit Genesis if you hit the ancient wyvern.
Yeah,
positioned.
so I'm just going to, for my action, it takes 1 minute to, I don't know, duration lasts 1 minute. I guess it's one turn, I guess. It's 1 minute. I don't exactly know what the duration is for this, but it's 90 feet and it's a level 1 cantrip. It's a level 1 spell, and I'm going to try to cast Sleep. And it says roll a 5d8 to totals how many hit points of the creature the spell can affect. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points, ignoring unconscious creatures. So I'm just going to,
Okay.
given that it has a 90-foot range, I'm just going to hit the disgruntled chortle with it.
So what you
See
do
how-
is you choose. So your target is going to be the square or the area where
Yes,
Chortle
the
is.
disgruntled chortle, yes.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a 5d8.
You got this.
5d8, eh?
Correct.
It has a 90 meter range on it as well, so anything within 90 meters of me and then 20 meters of it goes to sleep. So, you said D what?
5d8.
5d8. So,
I just imagine there's some really unlucky birds that just happen to go through that 20-foot radius.
Well, the birds are.
failure.
That's a
You just
save,
need a
not the
d8.
5d8.
Just need 5
Oh,
d8s.
5d8.
So left
fair
click
enough.
and then right click until there's 5 of them. Left click and hold, and then right click until
Or
there's
I
5.
think the right click goes up to 5, but
There you go. All right, so you do 21. And let's see if this thing falls asleep. It's a really good. I'm going to say. Let's see. All right, so it has more hit points than that, but that is. Don't forget to mark off your spell slot. That is a really good idea. I like that, and I'm gonna say. It is especially because it rolled a 4 on its Constitution saving throw. Like I said, this is all metagame. It's not, I mean, not metagame, but homebrew is not really happening. It
Well, the
wouldn't.
save
Rules as
for it to
written, it
fall
wouldn't
asleep
happen.
is a DC 11, so it has to make a DC 11 higher to save. So
No,
if it
there's no
rolled a 4,
save on the sleep.
For sleep.
It's
Ben is rule of cooling it. He thinks that that was an amazing idea, and so he's going to give it a
and there is no
chance
save
to
for
work.
sleep. I'm not sure where you're seeing that,
sorry,
where you
my
got
bad.
it from, but
I was reading something else. Don't pay attention to me.
yeah. The caveat is the 5d8. As long as you're within that, as long as they have less hit points than that, they automatically fall asleep for that minute, unless somebody else wakes them or they take damage. But he has more hit points than that. But because he's fighting off the drowsiness, I'm going to say that he is going to drop, and he's going to drop 60 feet. So he's going to have to climb back up. Let me. He is disgraced channel. Let me add that. He's going to have to plus.
I marked off my spell slot, by the way, as well.
Perfect. All right. Okay. So yeah, that's cool. All right, Athena.
Okay. Well. This is quite a predicament. That's a big one. Dana's probably gonna help her with the big one. I can't speak while I'm moving things. Is that close enough?
Yeah, it's 30 feet.
Okay.
So you can apply what you want to apply, and then is it going to keep moving?
Yep.
Okay. And by the way, it's a cooler picture, but this is I forgot to share what a wyvern looks like, just in case you guys weren't aware.
That looks like a bit bigger form of a drake.
There you go. All right, so that you guys can see that on the stream.
Well, don't drakes just have legs and not wings?
Yes, most of them. Like Kithri's riding drake doesn't have wings.
Mm.
Depends on the type of drake.
Yeah.
There's lots of different types of
Gotcha.
drakes. So, all right. So next is Genesis. I'll
Mm,
be
I-
I'll be AFK just for a second. Think about what you want to do. Make rolls, and I'll be right back.
Quick, he's gone. Chaos.
Roll all the damage. No.
The mods are
Okay.
asleep. Time to post smooth Yoda.
Oh, please. Nope, the mod is very much here. Okay.
Figure that make you giggle.
Wait, so disgraced Chortle is just like plummeting to the ground right now, right?
He plummeted
No.
60 feet according to Sven.
60 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Gotcha.
he has to climb back up there. So he's 60 feet below us. So
It'll probably be like his movement to get back up to level with us. Is what it sounded like.
yeah.
Okay.
I thought by putting him asleep, honestly, he just dropped straight to the ground because, like, how can you be flying and asleep?
True, it's just he didn't act. Unfortunately, he just had a little too much hit points, a little too hardy.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying if that would
He's
have worked
like
out,
falling asleep at the
That
wheel,
would have been a
kinda,
really
like,
cool move.
swerving into the
It
other
was.
lane, sort of thing.
yeah, you seen what I was going for, though, right, Nick? Maybe take one
Yeah.
out to fight, put him to sleep, and he drops.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So Jen is she is going to try to maneuver so that she can get like all of these guys. And well, probably not disgraced Turtle because he is at a lower level. But she wants to get the ancient wyvern and sarcastic chuckle in a spell and not her friends. Crazy.
That's so
I don't-
weird. Why wouldn't you target your
Right?
friends? Sharing is caring.
I
All right.
think that might shit, that might okay, yeah, that is in range. Okay. Sorry, John, you're just along for the ride.
Pretty much, yeah.
At least this way you can cast spells and Jen won't be in the way.
Yeah.
So Jen, I think she like speaks the command word and then as the carpet is moving, she pulls up a is it a light crossbow? It's a light crossbow. She pulls that up and like she aims and fires it and like for sure that missed. But as she does it, it's like the crossbow goes through like a balloon that's like full of powder, and so it kind of like spreads out into the air this blue energy, and then it coalesces into like a lot of copies of the same crossbow bolt as she casts Conjure Barrage.
And she totally fires it gangster style.
Yeah, gangster style sideways.
So Southern California gangster style sideways.
Mm-hmm. And that is a 60-foot cone, and Sarcastic Chuckle is 50 feet away. So there should be a way to aim it that doesn't hit Kithri. And if not, she's good at dodging.
Honestly, I use my uncanny dodge so rarely. I should like think of it more.
Can
You
you
also
uncanny?
have-
Can you?
Yes.
You also
would be
have
like
a thing
evasion.
that lets you turn any kind of save into a dex save.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Can
And
you
plus
uncanny?
evasion.
Get
Can you uncanny dodge on a broomstick though? Logically, because if you think about it, it's not a solid surface where you can like roll or deft tumble out of the way.
Well,
well,
she
like
can duck
she
and
can
like
death tumble on the broomstick. She knows.
do like a thing where she like hangs upside down like a sloth.
Gymnastics. I don't know.
Yeah.
Gymnastics with a pole.
It might also be like reaction time. We could blame it like partially on her reaction time, and her reaction time is just a little bit higher than normal.
All right, so this is
we
being
can-
weird. Yes, you can absolutely hit all three of those without hitting
All three of them?
K3. Yeah, that's not what you were trying. Oh, he's too far down.
Yeah, he's like very far down. She would have to do it like pretty like
Give me a percentile.
pretty near. Oh, nope, that's rolling 2d10, not percentile.
Yeah, this is not.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm just gonna get rid of this. So yes. So if you, the way these actually happen to be, doing it, it is a cone. It is not a triangle.
Hmm.
So it is three-dimensional. So you could definitely angle it to where you can hit all three with that roll. So yes.
Hey, I'm good with Sven being nice. Thank you, Sven.
Mhm.
Anyway, now they all get to roll a save. Make sure before I roll that okay. My targets are not myself. Okay, that's 3d8 damage.
All right.
Nice, damn.
Luckily, you are too high. You don't have to worry about explaining to the farmer and his family who get impaled by these thousands of crossbow bolts that come screaming out of the sky, impaling him and his family and the dog and the puppies and the little kitten that was there in the field.
And the bunny rabbit.
And that one pesky bird.
Anyway,
Alright.
Definitely not the
fair.
bard raining hellfire down on farmland down below. Definitely not the bard.
No, obviously not the bard that likes to hit things.
Or, and it also happens to be a cleric.
Yeah,
a
the
very
bard
bad
cleric.
at that.
She is a bad cleric. She's not a horny bard. She's like not those things. Anyway.
You're an academic bard.
Yeah. You're a smart bard.
All right, and I am adding it to our quote list, but Jingo said, I quit drinking coffee for good. I only drink coffee for evil now.
Nice.
Awesome. I like it. All right. So as this barrage of things goes failing, and you see rips and tears in their wings, and their. This one is. Let me check. Oh, he's fresh, and it's the first time he's been hit, so he doesn't care. He's going to go after. All right, so you're flying toward him. So he's just going to do a flyby. He's going to do a bite at. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing. There we go. He's going to do a bite at Gimbal and a tail at Tusk. Nope. I misread my die. Claws at Tusk.
Please roll a 1.
Alright, so he bites you, Gimbal. Here is a roll for you. Let me unselect everybody.
Good luck, Gimbal. Don't fall.
There you go. And no problem. As this thing chomps into you, you're able to grab onto some of the tassels on the carpet and doesn't yank you off. Phrasing. Go. Yeah, decent damage. Oh, sorry. As it goes to claw tusk.
Mhm.
2 on the dice. It's 2 and trying to get Gimbal. All right, Gimbal, your turn.
Mhm.
He was too
And
distracted
this
to
thing,
it.
it continues on. Tusk, you do have your axe, so you would get a opportunity attack from the smaller one.
Alrighty. Doop.
Shift. Nope, you have the wrong one targeted. Oh no, that's Gimbal. Never mind.
That's me, yeah.
All right.
I was going to target that one, but it moved away. I don't worry about it.
Damage.
Oh,
Bad damage.
Thank you.
So he-
Reroll ones.
Yep, automatically rolled the 1. Thank you to Fantasy Grounds. You don't have to remember that
Love
stuff.
that.
Gimbal, go for it.
nice. All right, so I'm going to use bonus to do my my feat to distraction intrusion once a day, or once a rest rather, which is this. Try this, see if it makes it save. It failed. Outstanding. Now I've got
Nice.
advantage on my attacks, and it has disadvantage on saves for the rest of the till the end of my next turn. And my attack is going to be. Where'd you go? Sorry, scrolling. I gotta find my attack. Oh,
Right. Is that a spell?
no. It's a feat.
Okay. Is it a fake
I
feat
put
or
it in
real
the
feat? Let's
chat.
see. That is a fake feat. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
It's from my. It's from my
Right. I answered my question, so I was just looking to see
Warlock,
if there was coding for
great
it.
old
There's
one,
not.
patron thing. Yeah. Here, that might be a better version.
No, I was just trying to see if
Anyway,
it was coded, and it's not, so I'm going to have to code it for you. Go ahead.
okay. Oh yeah, because the advantages aren't ready.
Mhm.
I see. Okay. Anyway, and then Tasha's hideous laughter. So it needs to have disadvantage on this save. Do I click this if it's going to do the save?
No, I do it.
If
Go
it's
ahead.
not coded? Okay, you got it. Excellent. All right, so there are 3 different. Well, first of all, that's my concentration. The
Let me check one thing
I
real
can
quick.
incapacitate it first. If it's supposed to be incapacitated, you want me to here? Let me put this up. Incapacitated, prone,
All right. So
which is the
first of
flying creature.
all,
So I imagine,
the
yeah.
first thing you did has no effect. The
No, it just
distracting
gives me.
intrusion has no effect. How long is it supposed to last? until the end of your turn. All right, so it doesn't matter. It goes away at the end of the turn anyway. But yeah, it does not affect it. It rolled a 4 anyway, dropped 4, so it still fails. So
Oh, cool.
now go ahead and drop the hideous laughter on it.
You want You want the whole thing, or the incapacitated, or individually prone, or just all of it?
It has to make a saving throw. So drop the saving
It
throw
did.
on it.
I did.
Oh, so the one that you just did was for Tasha's hideous laughter.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So Tasha's hideous laughter. I had to look at the things he would have doing. So it's
I just put it in chat. So yeah, it gets incapacitated. It literally thinks anything so funny. It's incapacitated and falls
so
prone.
the
But in
last
this case,
one.
snoring.
See, that says prone, incapacitated, save, and wisdom. Wait a second, you had to fill that in. What's your DC?
15.
Okay, so that has to be filled in. 15.
Got it.
Okay, now go ahead and drop the last one on him. I don't know if I have the right extensions open because I've been having issues with my extensions, but
It's got all the stuff on there, though. It
if
looks like
nothing
it.
else, it will do.
Prone, incapacitated, save in 10 rounds. DC
Yep.
15 every round, but
If it doesn't roll automatically, then we'll just roll it. All right.
it does. But there's also something else. Just again, the target will have advantage on the saving throw if it's triggered by damage. Anytime it takes damage, or at the end of each of its turns, it can re-roll.
And you in the future.
But I was hoping that something that's flying being incapacitated means it's plummeting now. So.
Okay.
And that's it for me. That is a level 1.
Let me check this. It is. Okay, so it is affected by this spell. It was not affected by the first one because it does not speak language.
Does it speak any languages? Wow.
All right, so this little guy got an axe to the face. And is very damaged. So let me check.
He's also down 60 feet.
Let's see. Nope, it's going to keep fighting. So it flies up. And is not going to be able to try to pace you. So it's only going to get, come on, I clicked Alt. It's only going to get one attack on Kithri and be there. All right. Give me just a second here. Let me. That's the wrong one. Where's here? Nope. There it is. Through the magic of Fantasy Grounds. You are no longer at the edge of the world. There we go.
Oh, the clouds moved past
All right.
us.
So, what is it going to do? Let's see. It's really hurt. Doesn't want to chase you. It's going to try to grab you with its claws. And it does not. All right, so sadly that's all it can do as it was trying to, it worked its way up. You see it's flying up from way down below. As it comes up just over the broom and then goes past you, it tries to grab you. You just go down a little bit and it misses. All right, John, it is your turn. You have a +2 thanks to Mantha8225 in the chat, depending on what you're doing.
Well, I'm going to roll my fast true strike again, which is a cantrip. So let me
Okay.
add that effect on me, advantage. And let me do that. Roll with my short bow, and I'm gonna hit the ancient wyvern. So let's hit that bad boy up with a control left click, and hit me with a roll. Let's see what I get. 22 hit. All right. Does that give me sneak attack? Yes or no? I don't remember.
All right, so you clicked it twice. So the first one still hits, and yes, it does give you sneak attack. It did not trigger automatically this time, so go ahead and click the button on your character sheet.
It says it's active. Sneak attack.
There's a where it says 3d6 damage on 3D
Yeah.
sneak attack damage 3d6 roll self. That's the one you want.
Ah,
Yep.
okay.
And
All
then
right,
go ahead and roll
now
your
let's
damage.
roll damage. Let's go. Let's see how hard we can hit this bad boy.
All right, overall not bad.
17 critical. Oh, it had both disgraced turtle and ancient wyvern targeted. I only wanted to hit ancient wyvern, so yeah. Damage roll 17 to ancient wyvern. And I think that's gonna be the gist of it. I don't think I can do much else. Yeah, that's gonna be the gist of it. I'm gonna my turn.
All right.
Okay. My turn, correct.
It is.
So the wyvern tried to go and grab
Correct.
me or the broom and
You.
missed. And
You
missed?
presume it was you. You don't know why it would grab a broom.
Yeah. Okay. But and missed, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is it cool? It's probably. Do I think it would trigger not well, I can just cunning action disengage. I never use the cunning action disengage because 90% of the time it's like I just attack them and then run away because of mobile.
Right.
So cunning action disengage. Woo.
Okay.
Awesome. Um Excuse you, sir. Probably go right here.
All right. And what is the speed of the broom?
It is 50 feet.
All right. So you would need to go forward one, but then you're able to do the rest of it. So you
Okay.
still have plenty of room to do it. So that's fine. You don't have to redo it.
I went one too far. Because I want to be within range of the ancient wyvern. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's
I
that
am
far, and
going
then we
to.
hear just a beep, beep,
Uh,
beep. And she
I was
backs up.
supposed to, but I did not apply the help action to myself. It's fine. It's fine. Just do it right now.
All right. So you're going to be facing that direction next turn, so you would need to go 1 square that way and then move around. And you're good. All right.
Okay.
You're targeting yourself. Okay.
Yeah, I was just giving myself the help action because I didn't do
Oh,
it. I was
gotcha.
supposed to because I'm bad. Bad. It didn't work. Oh, I had advantage and disadvantage.
All right, and go ahead and
Do I get sneak attack? Is my question.
I'm trying to remember why you would have disadvantage. Let's see.
Gotta read through all of the things.
So I don't see any reason why. Oh, because he's considered prone.
And it's a
Is
ranged
he
attack.
plummeting?
Yes, he is.
Wait, it was the ancient wyvern that was plummeting?
Yes.
Yeah,
'Cause
the
it's
ancient wyvern
laughing.
is the one that I,
It's
yeah,
laughing.
flying, laughing.
It's probably a very
It should be
disturbing
dropping.
I don't know why, but
Incapacitated
I
and prone,
thought.
so it should be just falling.
All right, so I'm going to say you wouldn't. It is considered prone,
would
but in this
be
case,
with me.
it doesn't affect your attack. So yes, you get sneak attack.
Okay. Should I roll again or no? Or
No, just add your,
okay.
just add the sneak attack.
Wow.
Wow, lots of sixes in that one.
Nice.
Nothing below a 4. Very nice.
Yeah, that's
As this
very
thing
good.
slams
that
into
for
it. All right,
you.
so go ahead and roll the saving throw, Kimball.
Give me a second.
I shouldn't have attacked it, but it's too late. I already
I still
used the
got him
help
targeted.
action
I got to
on it.
check these things these days. Yes, I do. Okay.
Damn.
All right, so it saves.
Y'all, I screwed it up. I'm sorry.
I
I'm
think we've
going
all
to
done this
say
spell at some point.
it hasn't had a chance to make his turn yet. I'm gonna say it's gonna. I'm gonna say he's gonna drop 100 feet. In the time it took for her to hit it. All right. This is gone. Here we go. All right. So anything else? That was your move, your bonus action, your attack. Yeah. So I don't think you can do
I
anything
think
else.
that's it. Yeah.
All right. Tusk.
Um. hmm.
Athena rolled the same initiative as me. I'm so proud of her.
I love that for her.
As I, yeah, Tusk is going to chuck his great axe again. We'll call at sarcastic chuckle because he's right there.
Okay.
Actually, how far is actually the disgrace? Chortle is actually looking more hurt and is kind of within his range as well, which is 30 feet and it's 25 feet away. So instead, he'll actually chuck it at that. So do this. Ah, darn. Starts falling into the abyss, only to fling back to him.
Tusk also would have a +2 because of a little help.
Correct. 11.
Pretty sure 11
11
still
was
misses.
still a miss. Yes.
It would still miss, but like
Yeah. It's just slightly closer than he initially thought. He overthrows rather than underthrows. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
He'll then direct the carpet to move. We're facing this way, it looks like. Yep. So we'll just go that way, 40 feet. Sorry, my thing's a little off.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, don't have much. I chucked. I don't really have much of a bonus action I want to do at the moment. So yeah, that's my go. I threw my big axe and it came back to me, and we moved a little.
All right, Athena.
Okay, well, this time Athena's probably going to help me with this one. So we can, get it out of the way. And she'll probably head back there. Yeah, and so she's giving me the help action for that wyvern. And yeah, that'll be her turn.
Okay. Gimbal. So it is 100 feet below you. So your range right now is 100 feet. You see it level out. And
Am I able to direct this carpet at all too,
no.
or only Tusk?
Yes, only Tusk. You can, I'm sure he would do what you ask him to, but he's the only one that can
No, I
control
can't
it.
do it on my turn.
Well, you could ask him to move it.
When once it gets to my turn.
Well, then I will target the other wyvern for now. And start with my Eldritch Blast. Miss for 2. And number 3. All right, well, hit it a little bit. That's all I can do.
All right, let's see. What was your first roll? 11. So let's see, plus 2. So you had a little bit of help as well. Let's see if it hit. 13 would hit. It does hit, so go ahead and do damage again, because you had a little bit of help thanks to Joker. Nope, to
Mantha.
Mantha 8225.
There we go. Yeah, man, my damage sucks lately.
A little bit more damage,
Oh
but
no!
Did a grand total of
Ding.
10 damage off a possible 30.
That's such sad damage.
all right. So the only one left is Genesis, and yeah, that's it. All right. So Genesis has a
There you go.
little help as well. All right. So let me roll. Do something real quick.
See if this guy has survival instincts. Try to not die.
Goodness. Magic Surge for the Ancient Wyvern? That could be weird.
We're finishing up the last of the round. I'm just trying to do something real quick. There's 3 characters left. All right, so I'll get back to that in a minute. This wyvern is going to turn.
I hope for his sake he flies away.
All right, you guys are going toward it, so it's actually going to do the same thing. It's going to come back. Make a hard bank. Follow after Kithri.
Sir, I was about to come to you. Why are you coming to me?
I
And
didn't want
Wait.
you to have to do all the work in this relationship.
It's rude!
Chivalry really is dead.
it's going to try to match you. And fails. So it's going to bite you.
Jen's gonna go ahead and insult it.
You can't. It cannot hear you in the wind, and everything else is more than 30 feet away.
Kid3 does
Oh,
want to use
damn.
her uncanny dodge. I don't know if it's
Okay,
still.
so you have to click it. Is it on you already? Because it goes away after you take
On.
damage. So let's see. Evasion. Okay, dodge, resist all. Yep, it's on you right now. So
Okay.
it should go away once you take damage. Nope. Okay. That's fine. We can just leave it
But
on
just
for now
turn it
because
on
you can do it
skip.
once a turn. Alright, so you only take half that. And then it moved 40. So it cannot slow down enough in time, so it's going to go over here. And it's banking back, trying to turn back to catch you. All right. Genesis.
Yeah. Jen doesn't love that this wyvern isn't preserving itself, and also B is like not solely but basically solely targeting K3. And Jen doesn't like that. So she's going to go ahead and cast Guiding Bolt at it, so that if it doesn't kill it, the next person definitely can.
Okay. Is it within range? I can't see the screen right now.
Guiding Bolt is 120 feet, so
Okay, perfect.
yes. I also tried sharing the spell and it didn't work. Anyway, so she's
It
going
will.
to go ahead and do
Right
that.
now I've got everything frozen, so it'll be once everything catches up, it'll all catch up at once.
Oh shit. It's gonna go in chat like 2 or 3 times then. Oops. And actually, this takes a attack roll. But she is going to go ahead and use her Clockwork Amulet, which lets her just take a 10 on the die.
Okay.
And so that is a 10 plus a little help plus her +9 for range. So that is going to be a 21 to hit.
Okay. So that
And
hits.
cool. And she was actually, this thing's probably almost dead, so let's hope.
So
Hope so.
tiny.
Well, now he's glowing. And it looks like it might be easier to hit this guy. Did John express any desire to be anywhere in particular? I'm
Sorry.
asking this
Joker.
to Joker. You are on the carpet with me. I'm assuming that if you wanted Jen to move somewhere, you would have voiced it. Did John?
All I say is just keep me within 20 meters of the enemy so I'm able to fight with my bow. That's all I really say. There's really
Okay.
nothing that you need to worry about. I mean,
Well-
I'm well on the carpet. Like I said, I got plenty of room. Just keep me within 20 feet of the enemy so at least I have a shot with my bow. 20 feet
Okay,
on
well-
20 feet is a pretty safe distance as well. So if you want to keep a safe distance away, it doesn't actually have to be like super close. It's
I
a pretty
mean, Jen is number 2 in the party on tanking, so she's good if she gets hit.
Yeah, I know. I just don't want one of us to get dragged off by a dragon. So
Also, I think the Ancient Wyvern is down 100 feet, and
Yes.
no, the other one is no longer down 60 feet. So Jen is going to try to get close to her friends. So that's
can I say something? Judging by the distance of this bow, I literally can expand half to almost a full map with the range. So that gives you pretty much safe distance to work with, basically. So, for example, for my bow being where it is, my bow can extend out for a single shot. My bow can pretty much extend out to here, basically. So about 80 feet.
actually before Sven approves that, I think I'm going to modify that a bit. So it's fine.
I have an 80-foot range, basically, Jen. That's what I tell you for keeping me within range of the enemy. So
Just so that we are facing a different direction. That is her changed movement course. So she used her action to use Guiding Bolt. She moved, and okay, this is like, honestly, this is like a moment in history as Jen uses her bardic inspiration, like a good bard, and she just yells to Kithri because she's flying closer. You got this, Kithri. I believe in you. And she's gonna use going to give Kithri bardic inspiration. And I think I'm close enough to Kithri to yell at her. She's 15 feet away. And that is a question for Sven.
Yes, you are close enough to do it.
Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and check my targets. Cool.
if not on my turn, I could always you could always use my message ability. Can't I cast my message ability to send messages that other people say as well, or is that just only what I think?
If they tell
well,
you,
Would bardic inspiration work through message?
I
no,
don't know. That's what I'm
bardic inspiration
saying.
would not.
No.
That's what I have
But
to.
if she
Okay.
says, "Hey, tell her this," you could do that.
Yeah.
Tell her I love her and believe in her and that she's cool and awesome and good at things. Yeah, so that is Jen's turn. She used movement, she used her action and a bonus action to do something that she never does. Wow. So you get to apply a d8 to a roll of your choice as long as it is not a damage roll.
All right. So, as we're finishing up here, I know we're running a little late, guys, but we want to just knock out the last of this round. This thing is going to start climbing up. It can get up a little bit. It's going to go forward a couple squares, and then whoa! Calm down there, fancy grounds. All right.
Sven, we're without a carpet as well. Just saying, we're flying in the air.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to. I want to get this done because I know some people, especially you, for example, are late, and Ashley as well. So
Yeah.
I'll catch up to carpet in just a second once I get these guys done. And so then it's going to double move and use its action to move, and it's going to get over. It's going to climb up above, and it's going to be about 10 feet above Tusk and Gimbal. And that's all I can do, because... What is this? Hold on a second. What is this? Oh, yes. Okay, so I can do that. So it's going to go here, and as it hits that point, it then throws its wings forward, and this huge blast of air comes blasting down at Gimbal and Tusk.
Good luck.
All right, Tusk, you save. Gimbal, you don't.
Mhm.
As you both take some damage. Let me see. It says... Oh, okay. So it didn't apply correctly. So Tusk, you do not take the damage because you saved. So put that back on Tusk. All right, Tusk, I'm pushing you both a roll.
All right.
Actually, Tusk, go ahead and give me an acrobatics check. Yes.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatic.
Hey. Roll one.
Nice.
God damn, an orc that's flexible. Jesus.
Love that for you, Tusk.
I'm just light on my feet.
All right, and then Gimbal, I need a dexterity saving throw. As this wind knocks you over, and you start to slide a little bit, Tusk, you're able to reach out fast enough and grab him. So between the two of you, you don't fall. You are considered prone, but you can stand up. So I'm not really worried. I mean, get up, sit up, easy enough. So I'm not worried about that. Last thing is this guy is here. He's facing the wrong way. As he sees you all without the carpet, goes makes you prime targets. Come on. Go. And he's going to try to match you guys. See if he can. None of them have been able to match. They've been rolling crap on their. None of them have rolled over a 9.
Roll a 1.
It's
Roll a 1.
Yay! He does. He makes a 19. So he's there. he
It's
is
kind
going
of funny that
to.
these guys fly for a living and can't keep up with us.
I was gonna
Well, this
say,
one did.
can I use my uncanny dodge as a reaction ability to his
Yes.
thing?
If he
Okay.
hits you, you can do that. Let me see. Misses. He's going to claw you. So let's see if he hits John. Clang doesn't hit. I mean, that wouldn't even hit him. It doesn't even clang. But the stinger, this is the important one. That does hit. So go ahead and roll. I mean, click the effect.
That's before you do that. That attack was to the wyvern's sarcastic chuckle, so you might want to
Oh, okay. Let's see.
try again.
That's a hit. So go ahead and click your evasion button, or whatever it's called, uncanny dodge.
Clicked it. Effect.
Perfect. And then now we check to see if you have not used your thing. So go ahead and click ADV to use your inspiration on the save.
Inspiration on the save.
So
ADV. Where's ADV at?
down the bottom left by the modifier box,
Okay.
click that.
ADV got it.
Perfect. So we'll see if we can save.
I also have breastplate of poison resistance as well, so
Oh, we need to have that. I need to put that effect on you. All right.
I just did.
So
Yeah.
there you go. And now you do this, so you should take half damage. Let's see. You did. Perfect. All right. So you duck away from the claws come at you. As you go to sit up with a sigh of relief, wham! You get slammed in the back with the stinger. It pierces through your breastplate, and as poison courses through you, you start to see black spots in front of your eyes and feel nauseous for a minute as this thing is just destroying your body. And that is where we will leave it as I
Dun,
fix the carpet.
dun, dun.
Catch up to you guys. There you go. Yeah. So hopefully you guys appreciate it, but it's just a lot of work moving all these objects and keeping you guys
Mhm.
looking cool in the clouds. But thanks to the Magic Fantasy Grounds, we're able to make it looking pretty neat.
Yeah.
So
That's a fun little fight.
um,
Fun for everybody. It's fun for the whole family, except maybe not for the Chia who has to move everything.
all right. So appreciate your patience, guys. I know there were some pregnant pauses throughout the night, but I appreciate the patience. And next week is second week. Yes. So next
It
week
is.
is we won't be playing this campaign. So we will be back in 2 weeks. If you guys want to, we did use everything. And Mantha, if you could hold on just for a moment, I have a question for you before you leave.
Has an answer.
And so thanks for playing, guys. Thanks, especially those of you who are to the east and up way past your bedtimes. I do really appreciate you guys. And like, subscribe, all that stuff. Whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day. Say goodnight, guys.
Good
Good
night, guys.
night.
Night.
All right.